Alright guys, so this is going to be the last video for this project. What we want to do is be able to delete our sticky notes, and I want to be able to do that by double clicking. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open the note component file, note.js, and we're going to add to this div here. Okay, we need to add an event. Alright, so we're going to say on double click, and then that's going to equal this dot, we'll say remove note dot bind, and then we want to pass in this, and then down here we can create the remove note function. Alright, and that's going to take in two parameters, and I and j, and then let's just test this out. We'll say console.log, and let's pass in I, and I want to get the ID. So like I showed you in an earlier video with MongoDB, what we can use is this $, and then OID. Alright, and that should give us the ID of that particular note. So let's go ahead and reload this. Okay, what's this? You are binding component method to the component. React does this for you automatically. Oh, we need to also pass in the ID as a second parameter up here. So we're going to say this dot props dot note, and we want to use dot underscore ID. Alright, and that should fix it. Alright, so now you can see when I double click, it's going to show us the ID down here. Alright, so what we want to do is call an action. Alright, we want to pass that in as well. So we're going to say app actions dot remove note, and we're going to pass in the ID. Alright, so let's go to the actions file, and we're going to create remove note. Okay, we want to pass in this time just the note ID. Alright, and I'm going to just grab this, paste that in there. I'm going to change this to remove note. And then these down here are also going to be note ID. Alright, so we'll save that, and let's go to the constants and just add remove note. Oops, remove note. Alright, and then we need to go to App Store. Down here we're going to have another case. Make sure we have the break this time. Okay, and this is going to be remove note. Alright, so we want to say app store dot remove note, and then we want to pass in action dot note ID. Okay, we also want to do this with the API. Alright, and this will actually be API removal. Okay, remove note. We just want to change this to app API. Alright, so let's create the store remove note. We'll go up here. Okay, and what we're going to do here is get the index that we need. So index is going to equal underscore notes dot find index, and then we want to pass in x dot underscore ID dot, and then we want that $OID. Alright, and if that's equal to note ID, which we need to pass in right here. Alright, and then we just need to splice it out of the array. So we're going to say notes dot splice, and we want to pass in that index, and we want just one. We want to remove one. Alright, so that should do the store. Now the API, we're going to go to that file and let's say remove note. Alright, now this will, that's going to take in the note ID. Let me just make sure that I added that in the store when we call it right here. Yep, note ID. Alright. And then what we'll do is I'm going to copy, actually I'm going to copy this. Okay, and what we'll do is this URL, let's check it out, collections/notes, and then we're going to need to have the ID here. Alright, so we'll say slash, and what did I use? Double quotes. So slash, and then we're going to concatenate in note ID like that. Alright, then we have to specify the type, which is going to be delete. Okay, we don't want this data. Okay, so we get type delete, and let's see, we're going to set async. I'm going to set that to true. And let's do timeout. We'll set to 300,000. Alright, and then success function, and that can take in data. Okay, and then we'll just say dot bind this, and then the error. Okay, error is going to take in XHR, status, and error, and then we're just going to console log error. For this, let's just do a console log, and we'll say note deleted. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Alright, so let's see, we'll delete last test. Double click it, it's gone, okay. Now let's reload, and it's still gone, good. Okay, so we can just go ahead and delete a bunch of these. Okay, hopefully if we reload and they're still gone, good. Alright, so that's our application. And just to do this again, we'll say sample note add, there we go. If I reload, it's still there. Double click it and it deletes. Perfect. So hopefully you guys liked this application and learned something from it, and I'll go ahead and see you in the next project.